Hello everyone, my name is the Fatalcuber, and today I'll be bringing you a tutorial on F2L. And this is actually the start of my Fridrich series, Road to Fridrich, or it's gonna be something snappy, something like that. And I'm gonna teach you basically everything you need to know, to learn Fridrich. So I'm starting off with F2L because I think cross, I'm gonna save actually cross for later, and I'll just head straight to F2L, and I'll give a more brief more explanation on that after I explain a few things. So and this is my first video on this channel, and I've dedicated it to cubing, and I promise to give my best. Especially like this channel is gonna be filled. It's gonna be tutorials, unboxings, what else? Tutorials, unboxing, reviews, and maybe possibly giveaways. So stay tuned for that. So let's get right into F2L. Okay, so what F2L is basically solving the corners and edges of the middle layer at the same time. So let me just get the cross real quick. Okay, so I got the cross. It's basically solving the corners and the edges of the middle layer at the same time. So in beginner method, you probably learned how to put the corner in. So here's a corner. This one goes right in the slot, green corner. And then you would find the edge, once you've put all the corners in, you'd find the edge. So this one, you'd move it away from where it's supposed to go. You'd bring the corner up, connect them and place it in, etc., etc., do it for all. Well, in F2L, you actually solve both of them at the same time instead of putting one in and then putting the other one in. So you solve them both at the same time. So here's an example. So I have found my corner and my edge. So I'll do a series of moves, and I'll put them in their correct spot. So I'll just give a brief overview. So I'm gonna go more in detail. So don't expect like, oh my god, this guy's going too fast, I can't understand. So I'm just gonna give you like a complete, huge, it's like gonna be at least a minute. I'm gonna show you what all it takes. So, and then I'll go more into details. So I'm gonna find my corners and my edges. So here's the red, green corner, red, green edge. Insert it. And remember, and this is just an overview, so I'll go more in detail. Here are my corner and my edge. Insert, corner and edge. Insert, and my corner and edge right here. And that solves the whole layer, or the first two layers. So let's get in more detail of how to actually solve this. Okay, so once you have your cross, you're gonna look. Once you finish your cross, you look for two things. You're gonna look for the corner and the edge. Now, when in F2L, there's only three cases that you can have, but it kind of morphs into it. I wouldn't say morphs, but it kind of gets confusing. Like, I wouldn't say it's like this thing is so hard, but I'll explain. Okay, so I'll go over the cases first. Now, these cases only happen when the corner and edge are separated, meaning that they are not connected, as in touching. So this would be not connected because they are oriented incorrectly, and they are connected. So here's the first case you could have. You're gonna have a corner and an edge, and the opposite, so the two colors on top are not the same. if you, this is by the way, the easiest case. It's very simple. It's like 3 moves. But what it is it's just you'd go over to the spot where it's supposed to go. You'd see the corner and you would connect it to the edge by doing an R or L move. In this case, an L, and you move it back so it connects to the this corner right here, and you insert it. It makes this 1x2 block, or 2x2 block. I'm sorry, or 2x1 block. Oh my god, getting confused. And you would insert it, but it also can happen on the other side. But here's a thing that probably confused. So you would see that both of these are the same. They're different. So you'd go, okay, I'll move it over here and insert it. You inserted it correctly, but you inserted it, but it was inserted incorrectly. Meaning the corner and the edge are incorrect. So as you see, like, well, I inserted it. But when you insert it connected to the edge, the corner can't be on top. So you're gonna have to orient it correctly. So make sure that the edge, where the corner is, the bottom color is always on the, I'll move it like this, it's on the left side or on the right side. These two diagonals. It's either here or here. So if it's, this corner is on the left side, so meaning the corner has to be here. So how do you get this over here without messing anything up? So first off, you'd find an empty space. In this case, we have all empty spaces. And I get more into detail on the spaces. So you move a space up to move this corner down. It doesn't have to be in its correct spot. And then you would just move this edge over here where it's supposed to go. Then you move the corner back up. Now you'd find its correct spot, which it already was in. Then you would insert it like that. Okay, the next case you can have is when the corner and the edge have the same color on top. So in this case, it's blue and blue. How you do this? Well, first off, what would you do is you're gonna find the corner, and it doesn't have to be oriented a certain way because you're gonna move the edge towards the corner. So you're gonna find an empty spot. In this case, we have all empty spots. But you're going to find an empty spot, so this would be an empty spot. I'd move the corner down. Don't move it down like this. Make sure the corner is moved down to where it was still in the correct orientation, where the white is still on this side. See, now it's on the bottom. So the white is still on the right side. I'm going to move this corner over. See, this blue-orange corner, or connects to this blue corner edge. I'm going to move it over. So when you pull the corner up, they connect, and you can insert it in its correct spot. Okay, the third case you can have is when the corner is actually the bottom color. So in this case, the bottom color is white, so the corner is white. And on top, the top color is white. It's completely different. It's not blue or red. It's not any of the edge colors. So what you do is you're going to find the edge. So in this case, it's a blue and red edge. You're going to look on the color that is facing you, not on top. So it's facing you, the front side. In this case, it's red for me. So it might be green for you or something like that. So you're going to move it toward, match it up with the center it's supposed to go to. So red goes with red. Not blue, because it's not going to align correctly. So once you've done that, you're actually, make sure the corner is not connected to the edge. Make sure it's somewhere here. And what you're going to do is you're going to look at the color on top. You notice it's blue. So you're going to move it away from the blue. So away. You're going to move it at F or an F prime. You're going to move it away. Then you're going to bring this corner over. And it aligns exactly with the edge. Then you're going to, okay, now I've explained all 3 cases. Let me get more into detail on finding open spaces for corners and edges for your F2L pairs. So if I want to find an open space, right? So I want to insert into this empty space right here, you know. So I'm gonna, do my, algorithm. So this corner. So I'm gonna bring it down. Since both colors are on top, I'm gonna bring it down and connect it. So when I put it in, but wait, I messed up this pair. So now I have to do this pair over again. Well, that's where, finding the open pair works. So, finding open pairs is, what you're gonna have to do. And it's not that hard, not that hard at all. So instead of, you're gonna find the open pair, instead of, see, when I do it, this F, it ruins up this other pair when I bring, connect these two corners. So instead, I'm gonna move this corner over to a spot. When I move and do an F, it doesn't mess up anything. It just messes up this empty slot, which we don't care about. So we can move that up and connect the spaces. So that's when the colors are both on the same side. What if both colors on top? This is really easy because you're gonna align the color with its center, and this is no problem because when you move it away from the color, there's already an empty spot there, no matter what, unless you put a raw F2L pair. You can just bring the corner in and insert. Okay, now the last thing you can happen, when you find an open pair for the colors that are different, this one is as easy as the other one. What you're going to do is you're going to go over to the empty spot. So you're going to line this corner basically up, and then you find the edge, you insert it. Just insert it easy as a corner, and that's all you have to do. Okay, let's get into more complex stuff. So basically what you have here is a corner with its edge, but it's it's connected but not connected correctly. So what we're going to do here is we're going to unconnect them and then solve it. So what I have here is I'm going to have to unconnect this by any way possible. So I could do I can find an empty slot and do a L or an R, depending on which side you are, and just unconnect it, and then inserting it. I could also do an R or an L, depending on which side you are, and just moving it away and bring this edge down, and then solving it. There's many ways to actually bring a corner in and an edge in, and there's many. So it's just creativity. You could. So I have two possibilities here. It's not really creativity. I don't know why I use that word, but it's mostly like you do what you want. So I could move an R and just move the corners away and bring this edge or this center down, so I don't mess up anything. Then insert it, or I could turn it like this and do an L, and then do this pair. It's all up to you, basically. Just which one ever seems faster for you, or easier. Thanks for watching. This is how to do F2L, intuitive, and stay tuned for 2-look OLL and 2-look PLL, and expect more videos. Subscribe if you want. I'm not forcing you to subscribe. Great thing if you did, but I'm not forcing you. If you don't want to, then don't. But stay tuned for more videos. I'll give more tutorials, and I should have this and more. So expect giveaways and stuff. So thanks for watching, and this is how you do F2L, first 2 layers.